Right, this is Tom Lofdow, Scott McGoldrick, Unit 15, Task 1, P2M1. Describe and explain health and safety considerations. Right, chaps, off we go. First one.
The first one we've done is PARQ, which stands for Physical Activity Readiness Questionnaire.
Good.
This is where the person who's doing the session will ask the client a bunch of questions and in a questionnaire to see what kind of activity physical they can do. Say like they've got a bad back or something, they won't be doing heavy lifting because it could cause injury. So the PARQ is just about trying to prevent injury, so they don't do too much to like wear them down. So if they've got asthma, they won't make them run miles on the treadmill, or they'll make sure they've got their inhaler or stuff like that. It's just questions like, have you had any recent operations or medical injuries or anything like that, just to make the gym session more practical and safe for them.
Good. Next one.
Next one is risk assessments. Risk assessments are basically they need to be complete before a gym session is to be instructed. They're there to eliminate the hazards and reduce the risk of injury. You need to write down all the hazards that have to be found and will be eliminated. You can't eliminate them all, but you have to make sure that it is sectioned off to let people into the facility and know that it is a hazard of their health.
Good. McGoldrick.
Can I just do risk assessments again? Next one.
Next one, yeah.
Next one's fire alarms and signs and that. So fire alarms, obviously they're there to let people know there's a fire, or if there's a drill. The fire alarm signs will just let people know what to do if there is a fire, where to go, like fire exits, or if there's a fire, they'll show you where the hammers are so you can smash the glass, or where all fire alarms are so you can set them off. They'll also show you, most of them will show you the evacuation process, where you need to meet after, where you need to go sign out. Well, not time to sign out, but they'll just let you know where to go, when to be there, and what to do if you feel like you're in danger. So they'll also tell you to stay calm, so you're not panicking, running around, wasting time, because you need to get out as fast as you can.
Good.
Next one's gym induction. Every customer who enters a gym basically has to go through a gym induction. It's just to so they're taught how to use equipment properly, make sure they're not at risk of any injuries, know where the first aid kit is, fire alarm directions so you can get out of the building quickly, meet employees, see where the health and safety signs are, and go through evacuation process of fires. So.
Good. Next one.
Next one's first aid kits. They'll be distributed all around. There'll also be someone that's specially assigned to deal with first aid, like a first aider in a gym or any facility that you go to. In most first aid kits you'll find alcoholic wipes, scissors, a lighter for needles, so you can obviously, I don't know what it's called, but
Sterilise.
yeah, sterilise them. There'll be a pen light, tweezers, like the alcoholic wipes are obviously for wounds so they don't get infected or anything.
Yep.
So like I said, they'll be everywhere. If there's no one there to deal with it, then there'll be someone else that is first aid qualified, so hopefully every gym instructor will be qualified to use a first aid kit and know how to use it properly and know exactly what's in there for what kind of injuries that have come up.
Good.
Next one, storage for the equipment. Every gym needs to have storage cupboards for the equipment. Everything needs to be stored in the correct place. If it's not stored properly, then anyone who basically goes into the cupboard could face injury because it could all collapse on them. There is also special orders for the equipment to use, like racks for the medicine balls, or make sure the dumbbells are in the set order on the rack.
Right, is that all 6 then?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, just tell me the 6 you chose again then.
Park queue, risk assessments, fire alarms and signs, gym induction, first aid kit and storage for equipment.
Right, so what things might there be then, Tom, on a risk assessment that you're looking out for? So if you were doing a risk assessment at the college gym, what things would you be looking out for? Or what risks?
Risks, equipment not put away properly.
Right, good. Anything else?
Basically like slips and falls stuff. Water's leaked on the floor.
Right. Anything else? What might you have to put on the client on, say, a treadmill?
What, sorry?
So say a client's on a treadmill,
Yeah.
what might you have to have put down for them to use it? For them to, so what's it called where you put it on them?
Can't remember what it's called.
I just call it clip.
Just a clip.
Yeah, yes. So where would you clip it onto them?
Or is it so they don't like fall off? Or,
Yeah, but where on the body would you do it?
it's on round about there.
Yeah, just on the top somewhere. Okay, good. Right, which ones did you pick, Scott?
Park queue, fire alarm. and
Right,
first aid
give us 2 things that might be asked on a park queue then.
Have you had any operations lately that may affect your physical ability,
Right,
or do you have any conditions like asthma?
good. And which of those 6 do you think's the most important, Tom?
I'll probably say the most important is probably the park here.
Right, why is that then?
Well, it just kind of gets the people who like run the gym to know the client and what, like if they've got any problems wrong with them, well, sort of like asthma or something, and they don't know, so it needs, so they can keep a record and well, like if anything happens.
Where would those records be kept then?
So, I don't know, it's like the main office in gym.
Yeah, would it be in a safe place or would it be open to the public?
Probably a safe place.
Yeah. What, can you remember that proper word for begins with a C? Confi. In a confidential place.
Yeah.
What does that mean then, confidential place?
Well, it just means like only the gym instructor or the persons who've documented this can kind of like read it.
Right, good. And then what things might they go through on an induction? So you're inducting a client to a gym. What questions might they do? What might they do with that client?
Health questions, contact details,
And then what might they do when they're showing them the equipment?
like run them through how it's supposed to be used correctly.
Right. So why is that a health and safety consideration?
So they don't hurt themselves while they're using the piece of equipment.
Right, okay. So which one do you say was the most important risk assessment? Park queue. Right, so park queue. Scott, which one do you think?
Risk assessments.
Right, why is that then?
Because if they're in risk assessments, if there's water on the floor and someone slips on it and they've just been working quite hard in gym, then they're obviously just going to fall straight over. Or if there's anything that's broken and something falls on them, then it's going to cause serious injury.
Right, anything else to add there, lads?
I think so, no?
Happy?
Yeah.